There's a question that gets asked on the internet apparently thousands of times every single month. That question is, how long does cereal last? So today I want to go through how long cereal lasts in a few different situations. So starting out at the very beginning, let's start with how long it lasts sealed in its bag or box. Even boxed cereal comes with a bag on the inside because we need to keep out as much of the oxygen as possible. However, these aren't sealed with oxygen absorbers. They're not vacuum sealed or anything like that. And so it's not going to last as long in this state. The best buy date on this is July 23rd, 2024. Well, it's currently early September 2023. That's 10 months, almost 11 months. So according to this, it's saying that for the next 11 months, it's probably going to taste fairly fresh. In fact, the best buy date on most foods isn't when the food's going to actually be bad to eat or unsafe to eat. It's literally how long until it's probably going to start to be stale or taste weird or look funny. Just the quality starts to diminish. So we have quite a bit of time. As long as you store your cereal in a place that's not going to constantly change a lot of temperature, that's going to stay relatively dry, like in a pantry or any sort of food storage situation, you're pretty good for a little while. But that's not a long time. It's plenty of time though if we're having a fair amount of cereal and we're just kind of cycling through it. Most of us don't really need to worry about doing much else. The next situation though, what about cereal that has been opened? Once you've opened the bag, now we're going to close it up, but we're going to open it and close it every day or two. How long is it going to last then? What I've found is that once we open a bag of cereal, if it's Fruity Dino Bites, it lasts about a day and a half, mostly because by then it's gone. We just like it a lot, right? It tends to last though still for a couple of weeks without any trouble, without us noticing it getting stale, as long as you're able to zip it closed. The problem I found with some of the bagged cereal is that sometimes the tear strip ends up below the zipper. It's kind of a quality issue with the packaging, or sometimes when you pull the zipper part open, it tears past the zipper over here. The zipper only extends this far, and you end up with a gaping hole right there. In that case, we're going to want to go through it fairly quickly. Now, once we open cereal, whether it's bagged cereal like this or boxed cereal with a bag, we don't usually keep it in that state. We use these Rubbermaid containers that easily open and close, but they're basically a pretty good air seal. And then we don't have to deal with bags that tear, especially because I have kids and they don't open and close things very gently sometimes. And so when they open them, they tend to tear. So that's just what we've done. We keep several of these here in our pantry, and they actually extend the life and basically make it so that any open bag of cereal easily extends several weeks, 2, 3, even 4 weeks, without us noticing it really getting stale. The third scenario is, what if I have taken some cereal and I put it into a bowl, but I haven't gotten it wet, it's just in a bowl, and it sits out. I have experience with this because I have a 3-year-old. I've now had 5 3-year-olds, but the 5th one is now in that state. And we'll pour him a bowl of cereal for breakfast, a small bowl, and he'll eat 3 Cheerios. And then it will sit on the table and it will wait there throughout the day, hoping that, maybe as he gets hungry, we can make him eat some more of that instead of other snacks. Usually by the afternoon, it's already getting stale. It does not last very long if it's exposed to the elements. The next situation is, what if I've poured milk in that cereal? Now you have 5 minutes. Depending on which cereal it is, cereal tends to get soggy really fast. The exception to this rule is grape nuts. Grape nuts will never, ever, ever, ever get soggy. But now I want to propose a 5th situation. This is one that I do not yet have experience with, but I'm about to have an experience with. And it's an experiment that's going to take a while. I am going to take this bag of cereal, freshly bought from the store, and I am going to place it inside of a large Mylar bag with an oxygen absorber. And we're going to let it sit for a while. I'm going to go at least a year, although it's supposed to last 10 months, no problem, even in this bag. So I think I might have to just set a reminder and go 2 years on this. It's going to be a while before I have a result for you. Sorry. But I want to see if we can make cereal last a lot longer so that we can have it for food storage. Why would I want my cereal to last 2 years, you may say? Well, if one of these calamities does happen that many people are foretelling, where we're just not going to have normal things available to us at some point in the future, maybe for a very long extended period of time. While a lot of people are surviving on unground wheat, plain rice, plain beans, and ration bars, I'm going to be eating fruity Dino Bites. That's right. I want to be able to enjoy the apocalypse, at least a little bit. So here we go. Let's go ahead and seal some of this cereal inside of one of these bags and see how long we can make it last. It's actually great for me that it doesn't all fit in just one Mylar bag, because now, for the sake of science, I can seal this one up, but I can put some in a few smaller bags that I can test out at varying intervals, like, you know, a year and a year and a half, and then leave the big bag for 2 years. That sounds like a good plan. Do a double seal just to be sure. You can't be too careful with Fruity Dino Bites. That is sealed. All right, I'm gonna do a couple small bags. When all said and done, I ended up with 3 small bags and 1 large bag. I'll eat one of these in a year, one of these in 18 months, one of these in 2 years, and if this one's still pretty good, I'll hold out and wait 2.5 years before eating this bag of Fruity Dino Bites. That will be my reward, I think, for doing a very long experiment for you and for science.